Hello, investor and trader. Welcome back to an episode of Swing Trading Ideas Part 5. Man, the market is pretty brutal today, right? A lot of bull traps. Well, I didn't day trade today, but lately, I would say 2, 3 weeks, I really put myself learning how to do options. Believe it or not, I've been trading for around roughly 7 years now, and I'm pretty good at it. But I never took the time to learn about options because I heard all these crazy story about people blow up their account with options. But today, well, lately, I really took the time and study options. Kind of crazy, huh? Like I said, I do not have a mentor. I do not buy any courses or even think about buying courses. I learn all by myself, guys. All the stuff I learn is all on YouTube and on Google, and of course by experience, right? So no different than options. So today I made my first options. So I want to share with you guys. I want to see how this go. Be funny. So when the market opened, I was watching Facebook. I thought during that time, like, what, maybe it could be a good trade because Facebook rate down 2%. But then I keep telling myself, no, dude, don't do it, don't do it. There'd be a lot of bullet traps. So notice here, this right here, lower high, lower high, lower high, right? Going back down. Stochastic, look, it's kind of high right now and it's sloping down. So am I gonna jump in right here? Absolutely not. Because look, it hasn't even curved like this yet, you see? It's still sloping down. So I'm gonna wait. Let me pass forward the time real bit. Looks tempting, right? It looks very tempting, but I have to stay disciplined. I said no. A lot of bullet traps. Bull trap, bull trap, bull trap. Hey, unless you're good, you buy it here and sell it here, make like 50 cents, 75 cents per share move. Sure, if you want to scalp, go ahead. But I wasn't scalping. I was looking for catching the knife. But I keep on saying it, making all these little bull traps. I'm like, nah, no, you know. So I decided not to trade. So option, there we go. My very first option. I'm gonna document on YouTube. So I made an option LYB, uh, sell to open 30 contract, October 15 out of 100 call strike, whatever what do they call it. Well, apparently it didn't get filled. Um, yes, this is a pretty big position. 30 contract meaning 3,000 shares. Yes, I currently have 3,000 shares of LYB in my account, but that I canceled that one. So let me fast forward a little bit. Meanwhile, I was just looking. I just let this, kind of like AFK. I was trying to figure out how to use option on Fidelity. Like I said, this is my very first time doing options today. Crazy, huh? If you think about it. There you go, another bullet trap. Man, the stochastic is so low, but I still couldn't pull the trigger. So I just let it AFK, meaning I just record the screen and analyze it right now as I'm going over the footage right now to see the candlestick formation. Oh, oh, now I change the THO. So I have THO right here, options. So sell to open 10 contract, which is 1,000 shares, October 15. But that order didn't get triggered, so I have to reduce my limit a little bit. Meanwhile, there we go. So it got filled. So this is my very first contract on options for cover call, in other words. So pretty much I already own 1,000 share of THO already in my account. So now I'm doing sell to open 10 contract, which due October 15 for 115 strike price. So if it hits it, great. I'll manage to make a profit because I bought way below this price. On top of that, I get to collect 2,300 premium, so it's pretty cool. So let's see how this go out. This trade right here later on, maybe like another month because it's still like 4 more weeks from now. Meanwhile, back to Facebook, still no trade, still waiting for that confirmation. But apparently by this time, this time already, I'm already done. I don't want to look at it because it's already past my trading time. It's already noon in California time. So look, all these bull trap, bull trap, bull trap, bull trap, bull trap. I'll say there's a bull trap. So eventually, at the end of the day, Facebook bounce, rebound. Okay, so that's the whole day, my day right there. Just pretty much figured out how to do this. Like I said, I don't have a mentor. I learned all by myself and just based on YouTube, like you guys are doing, right? Watching my videos. Okay, so the trade ideas that I find very attractive. The first one is Cvgw. This is an avocado company. I was watching this stock fall since the 60s. This is the weekly, by the way. Let me go to the daily. So I've been watching this for weeks already because from 80 to 60, right? That's a pretty big drop. That's like 20%. It's like right here ish. So I've been watching this for a while. I'm like, damn, how low can this thing go? So I zoom out the bigger picture, and it just keep on falling. So every day I've been watching this every single day, and then suddenly this big drop right here recently happened, right? No, let me go back right here. So I think this is the last draw right here, right here. So and all the way down to 34. Man, this company is brutal. So let me go to here. So I did start a position, but I already sold it because it bounced pretty nice the next day. But I want to show you guys this right here. But I'm looking forward to rebuy it again to re-enter. So here's Finvis. I noticed something right here. Like after I bought it, the CEO, the CEO guy, he bought 5,000 shares at 36. Not bad, right? On the 14th. So the CEO even thinks this stock is kind of undervalued. Now, for a CEO to buy 5,000 shares is nothing to brag about because for average people, 180K, yeah, that's quite a lot of money. But for a CEO, it's not that big. But at least he buys some, right? So he kind of have an idea that yeah, this stock is quite undervalued. But the only thing that a little bit concern me is the PE ratio. Damn, look at all these damn advertising. PE ratio is kind of high, so be aware of that. They pay a pretty nice dividend too, almost 3%, but it's annual dividend, not quarterly dividend. So keep that in mind. You have to hold this thing for almost an entire year just to get the dividend around December. But anyways, I want to trade this stock. So you can see here in my account. Uh, Here I purchased right here on the 16th. Uh, Pretty much, yeah, 36. It's only 10 share, and I sold it the next day at almost at 40. So this is like 10% gain right here almost. So that was pretty nice little gain, like 30 bucks ish, whatever, small little gain. But I want to re-enter this stock. So that's the first trading idea, is that stock right there. Okay, so let's go to the account now. It's all red today, right? I love it. I love it when it's red. You know why? Stocks are on discount. That's how I see it. I don't see red day as a negative thing. I see red day as a good thing. It's a buying opportunity. That if you have the money ready, right? If you go all out, you max all out, you should be panicking right now because I think the market still can go down. And if you watch my video in about right here, right? I think a couple videos ago, a couple weeks ago, I mentioned that hey, the correction is coming. And guess what? Here we are. Okay, let's talk about Alibaba real quick because I remember I made this video a month ago when Alibaba was at like 160. Remember this little screenshot right here? So upon my video, I made this. Alibaba is around 170, 160, whatever, and I said 150 next price target, or 131, or even 105. Well, guess what, guys? We just visit Alibaba at 150. So Alibaba finally hit my target like a month later, right? Because I made that video back in somewhere around over here, I think. So Baba today, intraday, did hit below 150. So that's price target hits. So that's good. That's good. Is there more to the downside? Absolutely. Look at the weekly. Doesn't look so good. But look at the monthly. Look even more terrible. I think it could break below 150. Look, like I said, this thing is still sloping down. It's not even near doing this yet. See how like the curve? You're looking for the curve, right? Or some kind of reversal. So far, the monthly just a bunch of lower high and lower high and lower high. So is this gonna bounce within the next couple of days? Sure, why not? It could bounce, but I still think it could go lower below 150. It hit 150 below today, but it bounced back up already. So Paul took out some stop loss people, like hard stop people. But next stop, 130. Let's see if it will hit or not. We will see. But I'm looking at 130. That's the next stop right here. No, right here. So we are ready right here. Let me draw some lines easier to visualize what's going on. Okay, there we go. So we are ready right here, 150, support, right? Now the next one's right here. It's kind of obvious, right? It's common sense, around 130. So when it's going to hit, I don't know, maybe next month, Dude, can you imagine earning comes and they have missed number or whatever? Hello, 130. So that's Alibaba. Still watching it. Next stock, LYB. For trading ideas. LYB looks very attractive at the moment. I think this stock is slightly undervalued or undervalued. So I trade LYB in and out before. Like I said, I currently hold over 3,000 shares of LYB, all of my account combined. So I am in a pretty good position in LYB, which an average cost around 95. So LYB, you look at the fundamental for LYB, just a quick fundamental, not in depth, a quick glance, because in depth would take a longer video than this to go for the full fundamental. But I want to share you guys this for swing trading ideas. Like I said, I swing trade, I invest all the same stock. You know, if I see opportunity, I'll take a swing. So LYB PE right now is a 7, which is pretty damn good, with a dividend of 5, which is very sweet. But the only thing is, I kind of worry is that um, I think it has to do with the material, with the inflation. That's why it may cause the stock to go down. Because the fundamental, this stock is pretty good. I don't see any red flag, at least not yet. One thing I like about this stock that stands out is they're buying the share back, so that's good. And they also came out from what I know is a bankruptcy like 10 years ago. But in terms of the financial wise, they're doing pretty good. So this stock has been hammered. As you can see, the Fenvis Ray drew as a line right here for support resistance, which is pretty cool. So anyway, I think $90 is a pretty good deal for LYB, either for investing or for swing trading, you know. So that's the second one. Next one, HII. I think I went over this several video ago. I'm not sure, but anyways, HII. This stock is getting very attractive. I think it's slightly undervalued, so it's below 200 moving average already, as you can see. But we zoom out the bigger picture. Yeah, this stock looks pretty good around 190. Let's go to the weekly, since it's all below the moving averages. So the weekly, you can clearly see it kind of light right all the moving averages right here on the weekly. Stochastic is slightly low, but yeah, it could go a little bit lower, but 190 or 195 would not be a bad entry price. When I mean entry price, I mean like buy small, you know? Like if you want to buy 10 share, buy 1 share or 2 shares, you know? Buy small. It's like a tracker, you know what I mean? A tracker. So that way you have the stock in your portfolio, you can track it. If you want to buy more shares, something like that. I don't mean like entry price, go all in. Hell no, never do that. Never buy all in at one price. Do not do that. That's way too much risk. I don't play that game. I'm not a YOLO type of guy, as you can see. Next stock, last one for today is CI. Now this is a healthcare stock, has been hammered lately, and I'm sure you guys saw me trade this stock in the past too, my trading videos. But I think 200 is a pretty good deal for CI. There's a big gap right here. On top of that, CI fundamental it's pretty good. It's not that bad. PE is only 8, 9, 10. Very low. It's in the S&P. Pays a pretty cool dividend, 2%. Not a bad dividend, but it's pretty decent. Okay growth for the next 5 years. It just the whole sector right now for healthcare has been pulling back down quite significantly. So I think it could be opportunity. On top of that, they're buying back their share, as you can see. Damn, there's so many advertising. They're buying back their shares. Wait. Oh, then that's pretty cool. This director here just bought 500 shares. Again, for a director position, 500 share is pretty small, but for regular folks, 100K position is pretty big, right? So I'm glad this lady over here, Donna, bought 1,000 shares around 109, 110. Sorry, 210-ish. So that's pretty cool. It's hard to see. It's hard to see CEO buying back shares right now because the market is so damn expensive or overpriced right now. All right, I think that's it for trading ideas. Let's talk about the overall market. Now, if you watched my other video, I already mentioned that these key level support to watch for the moving averages of the Dow Jones. How low can the Dow go, right? Well, Just look at these moving averages. No one knows. Honestly, you can do all the technical formation you want. In the end, it's all about supply and demand. How people are fear of the market. I think Chinese, some of the one of the biggest second company, Evergreen or something like that, whatever the company was, it's some real estate company or construction company, the second biggest in China, had like 300 billion on debt. So they're afraid that what happened to our economy back in 2009 about Lehman Brothers went bankrupt. So that's why people are panicking today. They just made that an excuse, you know what I mean? Come on, think about it. I already made a video 2 weeks ago, kind of alert that, hey man, September is going to be a red month, at least 5% pullback on average or 4% on average. So now today, the news just come out just to fuel the fire, you know what I mean? That's how the media works. So take as a grain of salt. But for me, I already expect this correction coming. It's not a surprise. Think about it. If you watch my other video, on my previous video, I did said, hey man, stochastic right here, I think 2 weeks ago, it's like 99, 100. Dude, that's like max. You know what I mean? Correction's coming. It's as simple as that. So how low can the Dow go? Well, it already hit the 150, right? 150 right here. This is yellow right here. Let me zoom in a little bit to see a better picture. And look, it passed through it, but at the end of the day, right? At the end of the day, right here, right? Buyer stepping in, so it pushed the stock up. Let me turn on the volume bar because I don't really use volume, but let's use volume today. I use volume once in a while, but I don't like to use it. It just takes up space. Pretty decent volume. I kind of expect it because normally sell volume is pretty high, but notice today. Today it went down so much compared to Friday, right? But look, the volume is less than Friday. That's very interesting. Some side notes. Okay, let me close that volume down. So, could this hold? Maybe, maybe. It would be better to go down here. Maybe the 33,000 ish. Because if you think about it, right? Logically, that the market is still pretty good for 2020 overall, right? Year to date, it's still up pretty good. Even if fall down here, it's still pretty good. So let's go to the weekly. Well, the weekly, yeah, it can definitely go to here like it did right here, you see? Back in the election of last year. So we have like another 1,000 point-ish almost to go down. Let's go to 5 years, see what we can get. Oh yeah, definitely. This 50 right here, look at that. In the past, it hit like many, many times. So now it's retesting it. If that fell, I would not be surprised if it hits this right here. Like you see, like right here, it hit right there, hits right there, hit right there, hit right here. Back at the election, I think. Now, yeah, this is way overextended. So more to the downside. Now let's look at the SPY real quick. Same thing, SPY and the Dow kind of in parallel in a way. But the one thing is, there's a gap today for all indices. Is this gap right here? So I would not be surprised towards next earning coming up around October, mid October, or toward the end of October. It may feel this gap gonna bounce because correction normally lasts 4 to 6 weeks. We barely in the third week. Here, go back to the DJI, you can see it. So the correction pretty much starts right here in a way, right? So here's a week right here, right? First 5 days, that's 1 week. Last week right here, that's the second week. We are into the third week. Well, guess what? We still have 3 more weeks to go. So therefore, I would not be surprised to hit somewhere down here, like the worst case scenario. Yeah, now. I don't think now that doesn't mean it's gonna last 3 to 4 weeks. So it's 4 to 6 weeks, right? Because that's just the average of correction time. An average correction for the month of November is around 4%. So yes, there's definitely more to the downside. If we look at the daily real quick, well maybe the weekly on the SPY. I'm not trying to say this to scare you guys. I'm just saying that heads up, there's more to the downside. Today it just barely started, you know? Yeah, there's definitely more to the downside. Stochastic still sloping down. It's not even curving up yet. But at least it pulled the RSI down a little bit because the higher the RSI in the 70, stochastic in the 80 and 90, it gets very scary. Today, it finally retests the 20 weekly EMA. The last time was like a year ago. No, almost right, almost, but technically a year ago. Alrighty, I think that's it for this video. So my takeaway here is for day trading, guys. If big red days like this, you don't feel comfortable, don't trade. Especially you're catching a falling knife like I do, don't trade. Just watch. Be patient and wait for the market at least show some strength. Then catch a falling knife. That's the best time to catch a falling knife. When the market is weak, you don't want to catch a falling knife. You want to wait or short. That's the better idea because all these right here, like I said, like Facebook, right? A lot of bull trap, many bull trap, especially on a red day like today. Because I got burned in the past, so I learned my lesson. See, bull trap, bull trap, bull trap, bull trap, bull trap. There's not bull trap, but people right here already probably like, dude, I'm done for trading. Because I keep taking off because they go long, meanwhile going back down. So, yep. See you guys in the next video.